What is up mga katribe? Welcome to the next part or next class of your trade planning. So welcome to Trade Planning 102. This is Raf again, and today I'll be talking about when to execute your trades. So ang main agenda natin for today is end of day ba or intraday. So ano ba yung difference ng dalawang to? So ano muna yung end of day? So end of day is you're executing your trades at the end of day. But kidding aside, end of day is you set your orders or you execute your trading plans if may pumasok at before the market closes, right? So because why you're doing this is because you want na yung trade plan mo is already validated and you don't want na mawi-whip ka or mas-stop out ka sa plan mo, right? Intraday naman is you're executing your trade plan once hit at any time of the day, whether it's kaka-open lang or before lunch or after lunch or before basta before the market closes. So it's not usually if it's 3 p.m. or 2 p.m. ganon, or let's say 10 a.m. So that's intraday. End of day usually 15 minutes before the market closes, right? So that's it. So end of day executions. So right now, as I'm doing this, 2020 COVID-19, right? So ang market close natin at 1 p.m., right? So ang end of the execution natin is usually mga 12:45, yan, para make sure na talaga tayo na mag-close na yung market, right? End of day. So if before naman, if 3:30, so before COVID happened, 'di ba? Yung closing na PSE is 3:30 p.m. So usually market close noon is 3:20 to 3:30. So doon ka nag-execute ng orders that you want to be filled. In terms of execution naman, hindi siya strictly that you're doing it 10 minutes before, 15 minutes before. It can be also 30 minutes before, right? So, but there's no hard rule to this. But what we consider is basta malapit siya sa closing. So sometimes, may times na hindi na-fill yung mga, if you're buying talaga yung mga runoff. So minsan mahirap ma-fill yung orders natin dyan. So personally, what I do is yung end of day ko is 15 minutes before if I want to execute a trade na end of day. So next is intraday execution. So eto naman, you execute your trades na hindi pasok sa end of day. So usually, if mga 1 hour before the market closes, ganyan. So the reason why you're doing this is because your your trading plan is already triggered. Na no matter what the time it is, you're gonna execute your trading plan because mababantayan mo naman within the day. So whether it's buying or cutting your losses, you're doing it intraday at the time na hit yung triggers mo sa trading plan mo. Right? Gets nyo yan? I'll give you in the next slide, in this slide, yan. Ito yung PSE schedule before COVID happened. So if you're watching this tapos na yung COVID and nag-resume na yung market hours in the normal hours, right? Our opening, so our pre-open period, right? So you can, dito nakikita mo na yung board, you can send your orders is 9 a.m. to 9:15, right? 9:15 to 9:30 a.m. you cannot modify or submit orders na ma-fill during the morning session during 9:30. Right? You cannot cancel it. So 9:30 to 12 p.m. yan yung morning session ng market natin. Right? So 12 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. close yung market, lunch break. 1:30 to 3:15 is afternoon session. 3:15 to 3:18 is pre-close. So para siyang pre-open, right? 3:18, 3:20. So ito yung pre-close, no cancel. So ito yung parang 9:15 natin. 3:20 to 3:30 p.m. is yung run-up. So dito na natin finifill yung mga last-minute orders natin. So in this case, during the pandemic, same lang sa morning session. We still have that 9 a.m. to 9:30 same session. But the difference is lang, wala tayong lunch period and our market closes at 1 p.m. Alright? So intraday trades versus intraday trade execution. Ano yung difference niya? So, intraday trades are those trades executed during the day. But yung setup niya is still based on closing prices. So, weekly or daily chart. Kasi diba when you look at the chart, usually closed na siya eh. Sa close mo siya, di mo nakikita yung move niya within the day. You only see the closing price. Intraday trade execution, on the other hand, are executed using intraday charts. So, minutes, hours. So, it doesn't matter to you na yung mga daily charts niya kasi mas minamatter mo sa kanya yung intraday time frames. Alright? So, to be clear, intraday trades is trades na you're executing it intraday. So, whether 9:30 a.m., 10 a.m., right? Ang intraday trade execution is you're executing your trades in an intraday time frame. So, lower than daily. 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 5 minutes, 3 minutes. In the ZFT system, we use 3 minutes. Right? Gets nyo yun? Okay, so, I hope walang confusion tayo dun ha. So, this is best for people na nagpa-part-time sa market. Yung mga hindi pa full-time traders, right? Na who's using daily as their daily chart as their basis for making trading decisions. Right? So, price movements within the day for them are just noise. So, they really consider the closing price of the stock. So, yan. So, ito mga maganda to para sa mga beginners kasi dito nyo sinasanay yung kumbaga yung mata nyo sa trading, right? So, intraday trade. So, usually you can use mga alerts, right? To make sure na you can execute your trade once your trading plan is triggered. You can also use closing prices end of day naman if you're not comfortable with doing intraday trades, right? Nothing wrong with that. So, it really depends on you and your trading approach. So, a note that I want to add here is closing prices are more reliable because dito rin nagbe-base yung mga different indicators natin like moving averages or RSI. Right? So, yun. Next is intraday trade execution. So, here we're using intraday time frames. So, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 1 hour, 30 minutes. Ikaw bahala. But this one is for sinasabi nga namin sa ZFT system, sa Trading Republic na if hindi mo pa master ang daily chart, don't go intraday. Right? Because intraday execution is different, is harder kasi mabilis ang decision making to eh. And you might end up losing more money than intended if you go intraday trade execution. You need to master the daily muna. We use intraday in the ZFT system. We use intraday trade execution if may malaking volatile moves sa market. So usually 15% na yung gumalaw yung stock, we already use intraday time frames, which is 3 minutes. Yun, that's a note for you to think about. At least important na you're familiar with these terms and you know that this is happening in the market. This is happening in a trader's journey, right? So this is where I want to end, the U factor. Because at the end of the day, executing your trade, planning your trades, whether intraday or end of day, it depends on you. It depends on the trader you want to build. It depends on the trader you want to be. Right? So if you want to focus on momentum, being a scalper, then maybe you should practice intraday trade execution. Right? But if you want to be a chill trader, gusto mo lang maging position trader, swing trader, maybe end of day is what you need to practice. So again, it's a U factor. It's depending on your objective, your end goal. So what's important, you have a set of rules that you need to follow. Being a beginner trader is all about habit building and confidence building in trading. Factors that you should include is your schedule, ano ba yung lifestyle mo, ano ba yung status ng life mo. So these are the things that you need to think about whether you're executing when to execute your trades. There are lots of resources online. The ZFT, we have our podcast that could help you define who you are as a trader and maybe that could help you talagang think when you're gonna execute your trades, on how you're gonna execute your trading plan. So I hope this session helped for you today, na it brought you more clarity on how to handle your trades, when to handle your trades, the timing of your trades, and I hope this helped you. If you have any questions, pag-usapan natin yan. This is Ralph Bustamante signing out. See you in the next episode. Bye-bye. Good luck.